Hey everybody, it's your girl Nell. I am in the tiny studio today. How are you doing? I hope that you are having a fantastic day. I'm just sitting in the tiny studio. I was doing a little maintenance here and I realized that I hadn't put on any vitamin E oil today. So I am putting some on right now on my face. I have finally, I think, gotten over the rough part of that flu, of this flu that I've had for about a week. My voice is coming back. My sense of taste and smell has returned. Hallelujah. But I'm really, really grateful that, and I'm kind of proud of myself. And the reason why I'm proud of myself is because I did not use a lot of medication. I'm trying to break away from a lot of the medications that, we sometimes, well, that we take when we become ill. I'm trying to, eliminate some of that because it's really not good for your body. And I want to build my immune system up naturally. So the flu, it wasn't as bad as it could have been, in my opinion, because as soon as I felt it coming on, well, when I realized that members of my household, you know, was, coming down with the flu, I immediately upped the dosage of my vitamin C. I made sure I had my echinacea on board, my golden seal, my vitamin D, and my zinc, and I always have that in stock. So I just upped the dosage a little bit, and I probably started a little late, but I really wanted to stick to that plan of just taking, natural herbs and minerals and things like that to be able to get over, or to at least, deal with it as the flu ran its course, or whatever it was ran its course through my body. I wanted to do it naturally. I'm in the tiny studio. I'm still in the process of, decorating and doing some things here in the tiny studio. I'm kind of in between where I want to be as far as, what my background looks like on camera. And my tiny studio is in a very, very small room in my home. And so, as you see, I have a console right here. It has a television there, and then it's a bureau. It's a bureau. No, it's not. What is it called? It's an entertainment. It's an entertainment chest. I picked it up at a consignment store, and I really, really love it. It's made of wood, and I have a television in here, and what else do I have? I have a DVD player, and then the bottom half, the drawers, is where I keep a lot of my craft supplies at. Like I paint, so I have my paint brushes, paints, canvases. My husband has his excuse me, model trains and things that he likes to build. They're all located in this unit here. So it is like multi-dimensional, and I've had it for maybe about, I want to say about 8, 9 years, 10 years probably. And this is a mainstay. And then I've added this shelf here, as you see, and this shelf has my vintage Coach purses. Well, at least some of them. As you know, the top 3 are my favorite Coach bags. They're not vintage yet, but they will be probably in another 10 years. Because, vintage actually, means 20 years or more. But those bags up there may be 10. But the bags on the second shelf, the second and the third shelf, those bags are truly vintage bags. They could be anywhere between, I want to say, 45 to, well, maybe, yeah, about 45, 50 to, I think the latest bag I may have up there may be from I want to say the late 90s. Well, at least the mid 90s, I think. I think the Patricia bag, one of the Patricia bags that's here was excuse me, was created or birthed around 1996. So somewhere in there. So I love these. I love my bags. And so I wanted to showcase those because this is the tiny studio and I talk about three different things. I talk about vintage coach. I talk about crocheting, and there's some crochet blankets as you see up there on top. I'm probably going to, you can't see them, but there are some more crochet blankets around the front of that bureau there. You can only see two, but I'll be pulling them around so that we can see them. I had some purses sitting up here on the wall there, um, but the hooks, those are metal hooks. The metal hooks, I have this 3M on the back of those hooks, and I believe that my bags weighed a little bit too much. So I'm going to have my son this weekend come in and, you know, fix that back up for me. As you know, I said that I was going to place the painting of the Golden Lady, and there she is. If you are a long time subscriber or channel watcher, Tiny Studio guest, then you know that the picture by the late great Roland Benberry, that's been up there for a while, but I took it down because it was two reasons why I took that picture down. And if, I think the first reason I told you was that my antique clown picture, I removed it from where it was in the house, and I decided to put it in my tiny studio, and my husband loves that picture just as much as I do, and so whenever he will come into the tiny studio, he really liked that picture. So he was in here the other day and he noticed that the clown picture was gone, and he was like, I love that picture, you have to find somewhere else in the house to put it. And so I'm thinking about doing a gallery wall in my great room. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably center that picture in the middle of the gallery wall, but I haven't decided, or I haven't really been thrifting, and I want to pick up some more pictures or some more paintings to be able to build up that gallery wall. But what I was really thinking about doing is printing out some of my favorite pictures, and maybe family pictures, pictures of landscape, you know, nature, oceans, you know, something like that. And I was thinking about framing those pictures and putting it around the clown, you know, making a really cool gallery wall, but it would be more personal to my husband and I. So I'm drinking some coffee. Yes, yes, yes. And I need to head to Home Goods today, which I am going to do because I wanted to pick up some baskets for the tiny studio, but I'm not sure what style I'm looking for, because trust me, I've done all kinds of styles. I've done the wicker basket style. I've done the plastic basket style that looks like wicker. I've done that. I've done the metal baskets and things of that nature. I just want something basic to be able to house my yarn and my whips and things like that, to keep everything nice and neat, but to make it look cute in here, you know, because I mean, I'm fancy like that, right? It is cold, and to me, it is wintry cold here in Tampa, Florida. I'm like, this has got to be the worst weather I have ever seen here in Florida in my almost 20 years of being a resident here. I mean, good grief. I mean, it's cold. It's rainy. There's no sunshine. And, some people may think I'm exaggerating about the sunshine, but hell, that's why I moved down here. I moved down here for the warmth and the sun. And usually after hurricane season is over, which is sometimes around October, late October, hurricane season is done. And it's like a sunshine, blue skies. It's like a good time. It's like a good time up until maybe January or February, and then you'll have some chilly days. But after that, it's party time here in Florida. And I feel so bad for the tourists that are coming down here and and enjoy, because most of our activities, most of the tourist activities here in Florida are outside. So if it's raining and storming like it has been, I mean, you can't get on any rides. They do not, they do not allow you to do that because it's raining. And then a lot of the activities that you can do, that does not mean or require that you have to get on a ride. It's raining. It's raining, it's chilly. I mean, who wants to be, I don't, okay? I do not. I mean, maybe some people do, but I don't like hanging out in the rain at all. Not trying to have a good time. I want to be, if I'm in the rain, it's because I have to. And trust me, I am I'm trying to get out the rain. Okay, I'm not trying to have a good time in the rain. And that's why I feel bad for some of the tourists that are coming down here, unless they're staying at a resort. And usually if you're staying at a resort, there are things at the resort and on the resort grounds that you can do. But most people come down here to go to, the tourist attractions. You want to go to where? You want to go to Disney. You want to go to Busch Gardens. You want to go to Universal World. You want to go to what do we have? Adventure Island. I think that's the name of it. You want to go to SeaWorld. And all of these activities are outdoor activities. You want to go to the beach. No, this weather, you don't want to go to the beach in this type of weather because it's not hot. I'm going to tell you that. It's chilly, and I'm sure the water does not, I know the water probably does not feel good. Probably feel like tepid bath water. So if you're ready to get out of tepid bath water, why would you hop into the ocean? Just crazy. So my heart goes out to the tourists that are down here in Florida, because I just want you to know that this is not typical Florida weather. And for people who do not subscribe to the fact that climate change is real, child, so anywho, I was doing some things here in the tiny studio. Besides thinking about the aesthetics, I was working on my planners. I have 2 planners. And here's one. This is a planner that I use for school. So in this planner, I keep all of my assignments, due dates, chapters I need to read, all of those things. I keep it in this planner. And I really like this planner. To me, this planner was, a little, was different than the other planners that I was looking at. And I like it because it's 24 months. And I was working on this week. I was working on planning out this week, or one of these weeks. I was working on it. And trying to keep up with my schoolwork. But I purchased this planner because the planner that I really would like is the Day Designer planner. And it begins in the month of June, and then it goes all the way up to July. So I really like those planners. But when I first started buying the Day Designer planner, they had a certain style, and I love that style. And it's to my understanding that, of course, the style changes every year. However, the designs that came out for the year for 23-24, I was not really feeling it. I didn't like it at all. And even though I loved their content and the aesthetic for planning for 24 months, 12 to 24 months, I really like the way the Day Designer planner is laid out. I did not like the designs itself, the aesthetics of it all. I didn't like it. So that's why I ended up buying this planner from Amazon, which for me does everything I needed to do. It's cute. I'm able to, write notes and things like that. I'm able to do all the things that have to be done that I need to keep up with as a grad student. However, I have another planner that I keep where I do, keep all of my creative scheduling and content creator ideas. And I have a podcast that's starting back up called The Spiritual Musings of a Brown Girl. I'm in my 4th season on Spotify, and I have a schedule that I keep. I used to, let me show you. So this is the Day Designer planner for 2023, 2024, and I picked this up at Target, which is where I got got the last Day Designer planner last year. And I think it was 2022. Yeah, the last planner was 2022 to 2023, and this is 2023 to 2024. Now, the last planners that I bought from Target for the 2022-2023 year was by Day Designer, and I really liked the planner. I thought it was really cool. I had 2 of them. I had one that was in the, I believe it was 5x8, and then one was this particular size. And I can't think what size this is. This is what, 11 by something. And anyhow, I really like those planners. One planner I kept for home and business. That's what I kept the one planner for, the smaller one, other 2, and then the larger planner I kept. I used that for my content creating, scheduling, podcast scheduling, all the things that I do professionally. That's what I had in the larger Day Designer planner, and I loved it. I actually loved it. But then for the 23-24 year, I didn't like how they looked. I didn't like how the covers looked. They were not inspiring. And that's something that I look for in a planner. I look for something that's going to inspire me and help prompt me to be consistent. And I wasn't happy. So I kept looking at other planners, and I just was not inspired. I was not happy at all. And so I ended up landing on this particular Day Designer planner. And even though it's cute, I don't like it. And the reason why I don't like it is because I really don't have that many places where I can keep notes. I just feel I feel uninspired. And you know, I up until last night, I had decided that I was going to purchase another planner, you know, a content creator planner, so I can just be more consistent and have everything laid out so that I can be consistent and creative. Because like I said, I have a podcast. You know, I'm on social media. You know, I blog. I have a column in the paper down here in Florida. So I need something to keep myself scheduled. I need to flesh out my ideas. I need to be able to be consistent and, you know, make sure that when I'm blogging and vlogging, that, you know, it's, you know, like I said, it's consistent. You know, I want it to be, you know, every week. I want it to be on all platforms every week in some form. And so you have to plan that. You have to have a really good working schedule, a good working planner. And you have to stay inspired. It's really not that easy to just hop on your camera and start talking. You want to be able to have things to talk about. You know, you want to keep your channel looking good.
This is
You
a
know,
reminder. Check my to-do list on Alexa.
and
If you finish this, just let me know you're done. Otherwise, I'll remind you in an hour.
see, that's another tool that I use. That's Alexa. And let me go
This is a
ahead. Let me go
reminder.
ahead and turn her
Check my to-do
down.
list on
We'll
Alexa.
turn her off.
If you finish this, just let me know you're done.
Excuse me.
Otherwise, I'll remind you in an hour.
Okay. So I use Alexa to help remind me of certain things that I need to get done. Every day. Okay, let me turn her off. I don't need a follow-up. And I can delete that. Okay, I'm sorry for that. But, you know, that's the beauty of Alexa because, you know, like I said, I was not really inspired to use this planner. So instead, I used Alexa. And I would just, you know, schedule whatever needed to be done in Alexa, and then Alexa would remind me. But anyhow, I was looking to see this first week. Well, we're going into the second week of the new year. I was looking to see if I could find any new planners for, you know, this year. And I still didn't find anything that I liked. You know, and I guess I'm looking for a certain style. I'm not just, you know, I'm not just looking for a certain style. I'm looking for a certain style, but there are things that I need inside the planner. I need space. I need areas where I can jot down notes. I need places where I can put contact information. I need to be inspired, you know, to pick it up. And unfortunately, this is not doing it for me. I'm not inspired, but I really don't have any choice at this point. So I'm just going to have to wait until maybe around April, because I think around April is when the top planner companies or stationery companies come out with new planners for the next year, which would be, this would be, the next planner would be, I want to say 24 to 25, and it usually starts in July. So I'm going to wait and see what they have coming up, and then I'll probably purchase that. And when you're dealing with planners, you can get really expensive with that, because the planner that I really really want by Day Designer is going to cost $76. Yes, $76. And many planners that, for people who are really into daily and daily, weekly, monthly planners, if you're really into that sort of thing, you can end up spending a lot of coins on it. And so, at first, and I did a podcast about this, at first, I wanted to make sure that using a planner was going to be my jam, because it doesn't make sense to spend a whole lot of money on a planner if you're not going to use it, and that's the reason why, when I first started using a planner, that's the reason why I the way it looks and the way its functionality is a big deal to me, because I want to be, inspired at night to write out my schedule, to plan out my day, to plan out my week, so, and everybody needs a little inspiration, everybody needs to be inspired to, move forward. Everybody needs a little inspiration. It's not something that just, yes, I can do it because it has to get done, but don't we all want to have a little fun in that? And especially when it comes down to being an entrepreneur, you want to be able to, you need inspiration too. And that's why my tiny studio, a lot of my setup is near a window, because I like looking outside. I like looking at nature. My home overlooks a conservation area and a park, so I like looking out at the trees. I like seeing the animals. I love the grass. I love looking at the grass. I love seeing all of that stuff, and all of those things can be inspiring, especially for an artist. So and I guess this is where I'm going with that. As an artist, I want to be inspired, and I like the tools and the things around me to inspire me, So hopefully around April, we'll get a chance to see and I think I'm trying to think, there's another planner called Bloom, I think. Let me check. Because there were several planners that were out, and I liked them, but Erin Condren. Now I like her. Her planners. However, I did not like the way. I'm sorry, I did not like the way it looked. Oh, look, they have a new one. They have a Grogu planner. I love Grogu. Okay, let's see. Oh, well, maybe I spoke too soon. Look at this planner. Can you see it? Not well, though. That's a Grogu planner. Okay, now I'm inspired. Okay, look at that. It's the Star Wars Grogu's Path Academic Planner. It's $42.50. Let's see. I like that. You can plan the cover, and I see that's what I'm talking about. But this is an academic planner. This planner is for teachers. So that's nice. Well, it says it's built for students. So let's see. You can match your planner to the style. They have all these color blends. Okay, all right. I like it. I like it. I like it. So maybe what I will have to do is, since I already have an academic planner, I will have to roll over to the life planner and see what they have. I'm trying to tell you, see, that costs $42.50, y'all. This plant, investing in a planner, oh man. That's all I have to say about that. But anyhow, what I decided to do is I'm going to use this planner up until June, and that's it. And I'm just going to suck it up and use it. And I like to buy stickers and things like that to go on my planner. And I love Day Designers little stickers. These stickers came out of my last planner. These were the stickers that I didn't use. And so I've been using them in both of my planners. But I bought some stickers. I purchased some stickers from Amazon. And I like them. But I bought two different kinds too. Well, for this planner, it came with these planning stickers. So, like I said, this planner is more like an academic planner for me. So, as you see, I used up most of the deadline stickers, the to-do stickers, and but you know, the little stickers down here with the dollar signs and things like that, I only used a little bit. I didn't really, use it too much. So I decided to get some more stickers. So I ordered these stickers off Amazon. And this is the aesthetic that I'm looking for in a planner. These colors. You see, it has the mauve and, that pink and that nice, what would you call this? Can't think. Maybe you know as a Tiny Studio student. What would you call this color? And this is the basic palette that I would like to have for a planner. But the thing about these stickers, and it cost me, I think it cost me about $10 for a pack. The only problem that I have with these stickers is the fact that they do not stick. They don't stick. And that part sucks. Because that's what you need stickers to do. You need them to stick. So I was really frustrated with that. And I'm going to look. That means that I'm going to have to spend $30 and look at Erin Condren. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And look at her stickers. And I'm probably going to have to spend $30 on, a pack of stickers because, Amazon is great. I buy a lot of things off Amazon. Yes, I do. But there are some things that do not work. Another one of the things that I purchased off Amazon that did not work well for me are Post-it notes. And where are those Post-it notes at? That did not work out well for me because I needed it for class, right? And these are the last of the Post-it brand Post-it notes that I have. So I call myself, being cheap And where's those other post-it notes at, or the fake post-its? And I went and purchased some post-its off of Amazon. And look, when I say that the stickers did not stick, those fake post-it notes did not stick either. I had post-it notes, fake post-it notes all over the tiny studio. So now I'm going to have to head to Target or to Walmart and get the real thing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I only spent, what, $10 on that pack? And I believe that it had maybe 20, I want to say between 15 and 20 um, stacks of fake post-it notes, and they were in different colors. You know, the colors that I like: pink, purple, yellow, teal, things of that nature. So I'm going to have to give those to my daughter and then make a stop at, like I said, Target or Walmart or something and get the real thing. But like I said, Amazon is really great if you can, if you like brand names, or if you want to, you know, head into looking for things that are, you know, just off brands. You know, those are just as good. You know, if they're just as good as the name brand, but you know, you have to be discerning. And unfortunately, you know, everything is not try and then buy on Amazon. So if you get a miss, you're just out of money. You know, you're just out of money. So there's my story on that. Also, in the tiny studio, my daughter bought me this really cool birthday present, and it's really a birthday present, but more so it's going to be a present for her. It was a present to me, but at the end, when I finish it, it will be a present to her and my children. And this is a book called, a journal called My Mother's Life. Mom, I want to know everything about you. And it says, give to your mother to fill in with her memories and return to you as a keepsake. So I was in a tiny studio before I got on here with you, and I was working in my mother's life. And when I first looked at it, it said, Mom, I want to know everything about you. I was like, girl, are you supposed to know everything about your mother? Aren't there some things about your mother that's supposed to be a mystery? But when I looked at the topics, I decided that, you know, this is something that I can do. And it is a keepsake. It's something that she can pass down to her children and share with her siblings. My daughter is 36 years old, and she doesn't have any children yet, but she is hoping to do so in the near future. And I thought it was a great idea, and I don't feel that it's intrusive. Because with my children, I'm basically an open book, and there isn't too much in my life that I've withheld from them. If it was necessary for me to reveal certain aspects of my life, I have done so. There are some things about me that, you know, they will never know, and they're not supposed to know, because I am their mother. You know, and those things, you know, a biographer will have to write about when it comes to my life. But I'm really excited to write in it. I've been writing in it since my birthday, and you know, the topics are not bad. It starts off with early childhood and heritage, your childhood memories, teenage years, young adulthood, adulthood, and wisdom. And then those are the sections. And then each section has questions. Like, here's a question. Well, here's a statement. It says, write down everything you know about the type of job your father had and the type of job his father had. Describe your father. What were his hobbies? Describe your mother. Did she work? What does she enjoy doing in her free time? And that's what I'm working on. I'm in the first half, childhood and heritage. Um, Here's something. Describe the best date you ever had. Ah, man. I have to think about that. The best date that I ever had. Mm. Listen, I've had several. And at the time, I thought those dates were the best dates that I ever had. So I'm gonna have to think about that. I have, I kept diaries, in my adulthood life up until my youngest daughter was born. So maybe I could look back at my diaries and see what I wrote that could be, as the best date that I ever had. Here's another one. Tell me about the jewelry that you wore most often. Was there anything you only wore on special occasions? I love jewelry. And so when I was a young adult, I wore a lot of bracelets. But the bracelets I wore were gold bracelets and gold bangles. And that is what I wore as a young adult. And then I'm thinking maybe around and I wore a lot of rings. But I'm thinking maybe around I think maybe around 30, I stopped wearing a lot of jewelry, and that's because I had babies. I was having babies, and you know, I didn't really wear a lot of jewelry after that. I still wore a lot of earrings, but I didn't wear a lot of necklaces and bracelets. And I started recently getting back into wearing necklaces again. But I used to wear necklaces all the time, but I stopped wearing necklaces because uh, I used to get necklaces snatched off my neck. Yeah, yeah. hmm I guess that's a story that I will have to write in this book about my life. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, so I have been a victim of crime. And one of those crimes was I had two necklaces snatched off my neck. Wasn't a good feeling. But I was able to walk away with my life, right? Yes. All right, then. So I'm going to get back to writing in my mother's life, this journal here, and I'm going to start planning out the week of content in that planner that I showed you that I feel no inspiration for, but I'm going to use it. And then hopefully around May, I will purchase something else. And that's what I'm going to be doing here in the tiny studio today. I was also working on yesterday. I was working on my hat again. My my Rasta hat. And so I'm still working on it. I know. I've been working on it for a while, but I'm still working on it. Actually, the row that I'm on right now, I'm going to be doing a decrease. So I'll be decreasing, and as you know, when you decrease, well, maybe you don't know, you see how it looks now. It looks really big, and so as I decrease, it's going to start to do that little shrinking thing, and then it's going to turn into, it's going to look like a cap. It's going to look like a Rasta hat. So I was working on that yesterday and watching television. I was watching the debates. I mean, and at this point, do we really care at this point? I mean, look, DeSantis and Nikki Haley, I'm kind of tired of them. Yeah, I mean, because we already know what their shtick is and how they feel about certain things. Hell, I live in Florida. I know all about DeSantis. But that's what I was doing while I was working on this. So hopefully the next time I see you, the next time you visit the tiny studio, this will be finished and I will have it up there on the wall. I have my hair covered right now because I think I told you that it's like time for me to wash my hair. And so my head has been itching. And I'm still, even though I am 80% done with the flu virus. It's just that I want to be completely through with it before I go ahead and wash my hair. And I'm guessing I'll probably get to it maybe sometime this weekend. I should be really, feeling pretty good. I haven't had any more fevers or anything like that. I'm only coughing maybe, a little bit at night, but it's not much. I don't have the runny nose anymore. As I said, my taste and everything has returned. So, I'm basically back to normal. I'm doing things that I usually do around my home. So I'm able to do that and without feeling run down and weak. So I'm basically there, but I'm still being cautious about washing my hair. But I'm going to get to it. So that's why I have my hair wrapped up, because it got on my nerves so it gets on my nerves so bad sometimes, and that happens because of length. So I have it wrapped up, and I know that it's past time to wash my hair because at night when I get into bed, my my scalp itches. And it's not because it's dry, because I keep my hair moisturized. So, when it begins to itch in different places, I know that it's time for me to wash my hair. And I'll be doing that hopefully soon. So thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode here in the Tiny Studio. I'm going to be updating the community page so that I can better interact with you. And, that's the point of having a whole planner, so I can, plan, schedule things out so that my world can run smoothly and with what's the word? Consistency. And if you have not already subscribed to Simply Nails Tiny Studio, please do so. And I'm going to add a button on the community tab and on the channel in general. So if you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee, because that's what I'm drinking. If you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee to put into my Mrs. cup, or in my mom's mug, you'll be able to do so. And as I say, I'm an entrepreneur, so I will be doing that, and then I'll be putting a Cash App up if you would like to contribute and to the Tiny Studio, if that's something that you would like to do. I'll have that up here as well, because we have to take care of the expenses here in the Tiny Studio, and there are expenses. So thank you so much for hanging out with me here in the tiny studio. We've been here a little bit longer than usual. And I hope, well, I'm hoping that the next time you see me, my hair will be washed. And then I will show you a little bit of my washing, washing dreadlocks routine. I'll show you what that's all about. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much. And I will see you next time here in the Tiny Studio. Remember, I'm your girl, Nell. And thank you for being my Tiny Studio guest. Bye-bye.